And we are live streaming. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our talk back with the playwright and some of the cast of The Journey. And I would like to hand this over to our host, Ruben Ryan.
Hello, thank you for joining us. Uh, we are here, of course, today talking about The Journey by Linish Balan. And I'm saying that right? I'm saying your name correctly there, Linish? Just wanted to make sure.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Everyone should take into account that Linish is talking to us from India. So I have noticed in communicating with him there will be some delays in his response. Just takes a little longer for it to get to him and for his answers to get back to us. So just wait until they come out. Thanks.
All right. So first of all, I want to thank you, Linish, for being here. It's been wonderful for us working on your production. And of course, we have the director, Wendy, here. And we have a couple of the cast members with us as well, Samir and Spencer. Why don't you say hi real quick?
I see Bhavna's in the room. Does that mean that her son is here?
That's a great question. Hello, Bhavna.
Hi, everyone. Neil is here, but he's taking a little time to log in. He's right here with me. So give us 5 minutes, please.
That's okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, excellent. Very good. All right. All right, so first of all, I talked to you a little bit a second ago, Linish, so we'll go over some of those things. Now, you and I were discussing your inspiration for the journey. Why don't you talk a little bit about that for us?
Yeah. See, I already mentioned, I have experienced both the right way of teaching and wrong way of teaching. So I just wanted to express my views on education. So, yeah.
And could you elaborate on what your views on education are?
Yeah, I'm a person on the spectrum. I have Asperger's syndrome, but I got my diagnosis at the age of 33.
Okay.
So in my school days and in my college days, when I was in drama school also, so I didn't know I was on the spectrum. My teachers didn't know, and my family members didn't know. It was a very hard journey, actually. So I'm not blaming my parents or teachers, but their lack of awareness. But it's not easy to understand Asperger's syndrome. So I was looking like a typical child, and I was scoring good marks in academics in the school days. So they thought I was just an introvert. That's all. So in other ways, it was very difficult for me. So then I wanted to express how it would be. So if I had a teacher like this from my childhood, so that the sadhu is the representation of in my mind. So if I met someone in my childhood like this, so from there that thought actually came. If I met someone like that sadhu in that play from in my childhood, yeah.
You think that would have made a big difference?
Yeah.
Of course.
And there are many other sub layers. This is the main. That's a thought. First thought for the play.
One thing I noticed about the sadhu is that he never demands that there's a response. He just tries different things until he connects, which is very different from the traditional teacher who expects you to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
And will demand that you do it, right?
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Excellent. Now, so you are on the spectrum, and you have also done other work with people and children on the spectrum?
Yeah, I work with children on the spectrum. I did my special education course and afterwards the drama for autism course under Parshuram Ramurthy. So nowadays I'm working as a special educator and I practice theater also with children, individuals on the spectrum. Yeah. And it was nice to see the play because we are also doing the online classes now. And there are some techniques I adapted from the online classes, especially that placards and all that idea really got, because we are using that placards for communication. That suddenly, yeah, that idea came, yeah, why I can use in the play.
So if I understood you correctly, you also use theater techniques when working with children on the spectrum too, then?
Yeah, yes.
That's great. Now, so you were telling me that you also wrote some other plays in college as well. Do you have an idea
Yes.
how many plays you've written?
I've written only 2 plays before. Written in the sense on stage, like a production, only 2 plays. So it was when I was in college, but both were big flops.
How were they flops?
For many reasons, because it was not easy to manage people. There are many issues.
Directing is not easy, is it?
Yeah, afterwards I directed plays like other plays. Yeah.
Well, as long as whoever came, as long as some people came and they enjoyed it, then it at least was not a flop for them.
No, that is my teenage. So much rebellion thoughts. The play was also not was like that. It was questioning something about teachers, the college days. So the first one play, the teachers came on stage. They told, "Yeah, you put down the curtain." Yeah, it's like that.
Oh wow!
It was the 19 years old, 20 years old. So I was not like today. I was a little rebellious person.
Speaking of that, what was it like watching your words come to life in the virtual performance?
It was a different experience actually. So I never experienced to, and I really appreciate Wendy for that. Yeah, I know it was very difficult for us, so much interactive. See, most of things, the interactions, it's worked very well. Yeah, I really appreciate Wendy. Yeah.
It took some timing to get those back and forth. Spencer, could you turn your mic on and talk a little bit about how you and Gideon worked?
Yeah, it took a lot of going back and forth and making sure that we have the handoff correctly when we're handing off water bottles, or making sure we get that. And it's much different than live theater, and it's like you got to have it right. And then Zoom might be a little laggy, so that might mess it up, but it was different.
It's very cool that we get to actually hear Spencer's voice at this little celebration, because in the play, all he does is cry and laugh. He does not speak. Spencer, what about timing and positioning in the box? Sometimes we had to stop and make adjustments because you were too close to the camera and Gideon was too far back. Getting you both sitting on the same virtual bench was a task in itself.
Yeah, very much so, because then if like I'm too close, then he's too back. It looks weird, and I'm a kid, so it's obviously that I will be shorter and I wouldn't be as high as him, so I have to be lower, and then he has to be a little higher, and then having that virtual bench and making sure that we have the framing of he is on my left or he is on my left or right, and I look that way and I'm actually looking at him and it looks right in the on your Zoom meeting, so then it looks good in the show or the video.
It's kind of a weird hybrid between live theater and movie making.
Yeah, very much so.
You're definitely in a movie frame, but yet it's live, you and another actor.
Yeah. Yeah, you have that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that in movie making, it's you have those you're filming it and then you have multiple takes, but then it's the live theater, it's having those people and it's not really getting different directions. It's just face forward and it's like more like you're watching on in the audience.
Yeah, we tried very hard to get clean run-throughs of each scene. We weren't always successful, but for the most part we did, so we weren't doing a whole lot of editing. And that took repeated doing it over and over again until it felt and looked right. Let's bring on another actor. Let's bring on Samir and Neil. Could you two come on?
Ma'am.
Now, the interesting part of the scene that you two do, you and Neil, is that Samir is Spencer grown up into a man.
Yeah, I like it all right.
And Samir has to play a man who is teaching a young boy with autism how to communicate. And he reaches back and uses the things that the sadhu taught him.
That's
Neil,
great.
Neil, where are you? Come on onto the stage. Oh, he's lost his connection. Well, Samir, how did it feel playing boy A as man A?
She wants to ask you.
What?
She's asking you
great.
some questions.
What?
Bhavna, I'm going to mute you because that doesn't... There we go. All right. Okay, it felt great. Now, in the original scenes, we had a flute, but instead of a flute, what musical instrument did you play?
Kazoo.
And was it easy to teach the boy how to play the kazoo?
Yeah.
But you had to try other things first, right? You tried bubbles. Did that work?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
Wrong.
Yeah, it took a while for you to learn how to blow the bubbles is what happened in rehearsal.
Right.
You were blowing the bubble liquid a little bit too hard, so it took us quite a bit of rehearsal time for Samir to learn how to use that bubble liquid. What else did you give him? Did you open up your lunchbox?
Yeah.
And what did you find in there?
Upset bread.
Yeah, it was Indian bread, right? Naan bread?
Right.
And you offered it to the boy, and what happened?
He said no thank you.
Yeah, not with his voice, though. With his body, he said it. And that is Neil, but it looks like Neil is having some hard time, some difficulty connecting. Maybe we can talk with him in a little bit.
Yeah, hi, Wendy. You can ask Neil question. He will not show himself, but he can answer your question. Thank you, Wendy.
Neil, what was it like playing a boy who had to cry a lot? Was that easy for you?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't think it was that easy. I think for all of our boys, it was a challenge having to cry on camera. And I am so proud of all of you for giving it your best effort and doing what the script asked you to do. Because boys generally don't like to cry, especially in front of an audience. So that was a big challenge. And then again, laughing on command too is not always easy. Samir, is laughing easy for you?
Yep.
No, it can be kind of hard, can it? We had to practice making your laugh sound real instead of forced. Remember all the laughing we practiced? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a lot. So, what was the most fun thing, Neil and Samir, about doing your scene? Crying
Three,
was
bl-
not fun, but what was fun? Sorry, Samir, go ahead.
3 blind mice and this old man.
The music that you played.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. And Neil, what did you find fun about the play?
Where'd Neil?
Don't worry.
Neil is having some technical issues. So, we'll ask Spencer. Spencer, what did you find fun about playing the play?
Eating the non-veg, my favorite part.
I mean, who doesn't like food?
Yeah. Other than that, I liked playing the flute, and that was fun.
My dear friend Dred Scott played that music, composed that music for us. And I just love it. I think it's beautiful. I let him read the script, and that's what he came up with. So I hope you liked the music, Linish.
Yes, I like.
It was almost questioning. Each phrase of the music was like a question, reaching out to the boy and looking for a response. So I think we learned in this play that there are several different ways to reach out and connect. And what I found interesting, it all involved the senses. And when we talk of autism, when experts talk about autism, they're always talking about sensory deficits or sensory overloads. But Linish chose to explore the senses and find the unique sense that connected with each boy, which is a great, great lesson for all teachers, all human beings trying to connect with a person with autism. Don't give up. If they don't speak, try music, try food, try bubbles, try doing a dance, try acting out a play, try pictures. Chances are one of those things is going to work. And in the case of Spencer's boy, who had 3 different scenes, he grew through those scenes. Time passed, and he learned to communicate with more than one sense. So that by the time we see him as a man, even though he still wasn't speaking, he was clearly thinking logically and able to process what he had learned and share it with a new boy, which I thought is just the brilliant point of that play. I'm talking a lot, but that's because I'm a director. Here comes Fergus. Hooray! Boy B is entering the room.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, this is Fergus's mom. I just got some messages from him. He's not able to connect in. He's been trying.
Oh, isn't he at camp or something?
He is at camp, and something about he has to use a Chromebook, and something about the whole system is not reading. Like, I don't know. He's tried. I got home to a couple of messages from him. I was out on a walk, and he was telling me to go to his phone and try to make something work. But now I can't get back in touch with him because they're not allowed devices there, so I can't call his phone.
Oh.
Well, Eve, this is the playwright Linish. You can say hello to him.
And I just want to say congratulations. The reason I missed Fergus's calls is I was at my parents' house watching the play. It was delightful.
Oh.
I loved it. So well done. It was really interesting.
Thank you. Well, I have some exciting news. The play is going to be available for 2 more weeks.
Oh, great.
We have changed up how we're organizing this play festival because we've had so many problems with Eventbrite. It won't let you set it up to buy tickets through a 3-day run. So now you can go to our Square site and buy a ticket for each play. Tickets are now $5 per person, but that covers the extra expense because we're going to do some extra steps. And there are 8 plays, so if you want to have access to all of them, you can still buy a sponsorship and you will get access to all 8 plays. So even though 2 have already passed, we'll still send you the link to those.
Well, I've already seen all 3 that have come out. They've been really, really fun to watch. But I was particularly impressed by this one. Everybody did such a good job, and I loved the quiet pacing of it. It was just really neat to experience.
Thank you, and thanks for blowing bubbles for us.
I feel very.
It was off screen blowing bubbles, and it worked out great.
Yeah, Fergus is really sorry he can't be here. Like I felt terrible. I missed his messages, but it was all in a good cause. Watching the play with my parents.
Well, this is on Facebook, and it will live on our Facebook page, so he can watch it.
Awesome. I will let him know when he.
Say hi to Fergus. We wish you were here.
I will tell him to check it out when he gets back.
All right. Ruben, I'm going to turn it back to you. I've been talking a lot.
All right. Actually, I thought about this, and I was like, there might be some people watching now on Facebook who are not familiar with the term sadhu. So, Linish, why don't you let some of our viewers on Facebook who might not know what that's all about know how would you describe a sadhu to them?
In fact, sadhu actually in this play is just like a representation of teachers. Yeah. But when I am writing the play from the Indian background, I use the sadhu, and I like sadhus. The sadhus are not like the typical not like other typical spiritual masters. They are not making something like followers. Well, they are just like gypsies. They are not staying in one place. They rove like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the play, it's just a representation of a teacher. I didn't go so much to the details of sadhu. It's like a representation of a teacher in the play.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. Now, so
come here, Horatio.
Is there anything about the play that you wrote that you feel like people should know that they might not know immediately from watching it?
Pardon?
Is there just anything in particular that you really would like people to know about your production, about your play that you wrote? Obviously, the education message is important, but I mean, just like on a personal level.
Yeah. See, and yeah, the play says some relationship with some of my teachers. So after I grew up, yeah, when I was small, I didn't meet good teachers, but after I grew up, I met many teachers, good teachers. It's actually the relationship with them. So I have a teacher in art and photography, filmmaking, Biju Mekhe, and afterwards I went to do my autism course. There I met many good teachers, and Dr. Parshram Ramurthy, the drama for autism, my teacher. So actually, it's my relationship with them. Yeah, many things I adapted from them. And there are many sub-layers. That's also about education. Basically, the play is about education. Yeah.
Linish, you're working with Art of Autism, aren't you?
Yes.
Art of Autism is a wonderful organization that gives a space for artists on the spectrum. And are these people that you are working with, that you post their work of, Linish?
Yes.
Are these students that you're working with, the art that you share on Art of Autism?
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, I work for them as like an ambassador.
Ruben, you're going to have to take over for me because Horatio is just about. Don't forget to promote what's coming up.
Sure. Actually, you know what? I can talk a little. Let's talk a little bit about that now here. In terms of the festival, we have of course, coming up now. As Wendy said, some of these have already come out, and they're going to become available for everyone to see them. Gold Treasure, of course, has already premiered, as has Crossing the River, and now The Journey. And you'll still be able to buy tickets for those now if you've missed them. But premiering in July 2nd through the 4th, that premiere weekend, we will have Back. July 9th and the 11th, 9th through the 11th, we will be premiering The Bookstore of Doom, which actually is written by Samir, who is also in the cast for The Journey. After The Bookstore of Doom will be The Dinner Party, July 16th through the 18th. That's just the premiere dates, of course. The Case of the Missing Jewelry will premiere July 30th through August 1st. And More Than Meets the Eye will be premiering August 13th through the 15th. So please do look into these plays. Please buy your tickets. I believe we have a discounted rate if you buy tickets for the whole festival. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Here we go. These are just some. This is our website, I believe.
This is our website, our Square site. You can donate and be a sponsor, and then you can click on any of these plays and buy a ticket. We are going to add the first two plays to this, Gold Treasure and what was the one before that? After that? Crossing the River.
Yes.
Crossing the River. So you'll be able to watch all of them and be a sponsor if you like. And that is website centerforada.square.site. You can also access this by going to our website, centerforada.org. So there's the commercial.
Yes. So we implore you, please look at that. It's going great so far, and we're sure that the shows that are coming out will be just as great. So definitely check that out, everyone.
One thing that we're very proud of is that all plays are in accessible versions. So if you can't hear, you can get closed captioning. You can get ASL, American Sign Language. If you can't see, we have an audio description version. So everybody should be able to enjoy these plays. I love our ASL interpreter that Ruben found. She's very full of energy, and she acts out each part with verve. I love it.
Yes, we're very happy to have her. She's doing a great job.
And I just want to say goodbye to Eve. She's leaving, but she can show this to Fergus later on, and we miss him very much. And we're sorry that Gideon couldn't be here either, but he is a very busy actor. That guy has so much going on. It's unbelievable. You too, Spencer. You're pretty busy in the world of performing arts, aren't you? Do you have anything coming up that you're working on?
Yeah, I'm doing 80 Days Around the World.
Wow. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Do we have any questions from people here in the room with us or online?
Yeah, we're good.
Samir?
Wendy, I just wanted to say something. I'm sorry. I am Neil's mom, and Neil is having some difficulty. Apologies for that. But yes, he did express it to me that he enjoyed the show, everything. He wants to say thank you to Wendy and all his his fellow mates who were there in this production. Especially, he enjoyed the Kazu voice part of the show, of the practices. And my personal thanks to everyone on behalf of Neil's mom and Linish Balan. Definitely, I'm so happy to meet you. We also come from India, so we can very much relate to the storytelling which you have done, Sadhu, and the connection and the spiritual growth of a nonverbal child. Absolutely beautiful. And we are honored, absolutely, to have our boy in this story, part of this story, and thankful to CADA too, definitely. And I apologize, Neil is not here, but yeah, definitely he's been very happy to be a part of this project.
That's
Yeah,
quite all right. I understand it can
thank
be
you.
overwhelming
Yeah,
to
thank
be
you so much.
live broadcasting on Facebook.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
kinds of
yeah.
invisible people watching.
Thank you very much.
All right. Do we have any final questions or thoughts from anyone? Elsie, did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah.
Elsie, your mom?
Yeah, she's my mom, all right.
Yeah, we watched it. Actually, I made Samir and I, we sat in the parking lot at Target watching it. And it's like, I was mesmerized.
Oh,
It
mesmerized. I
really
like
was.
that.
And it's like, you're right. It's very important for teachers to learn that. I mean, it's one of the things that when I'm in a preschool, it's like, if this doesn't work, try this and be patient and wait for that response. It was like, wow. I just really, really liked it.
Oh, that
Thank you.
reminds me of something else I wanted to say to Linish. I just thought that using the story of the tortoise and the hare was a brilliant choice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. 'Cause I love Aesop, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah, because
And that's
it
my
shows
favorite
that
story.
yeah, you don't have to be the winner, and don't have to be the fastest in the class
And like a living book.
in order to be a winner. Every student goes at their own rate. And when you allow students to go at their own rate, then every student is a winner. But by setting these false standards that you must learn this much amount of things by the end of the year and then take a big test, I'm going on my big rant now, to prove that you know what you're supposed to know, all of that is just garbage and puts so much stress on students, whether they're on the spectrum or not. We all go at our own rate. And it will work if you let it happen. If you are as wise as the sadhu, you will let it just happen. Okay, well, I think that's about all we have here tonight. I want to thank Linish for coming, and Spencer too. It was great seeing you, Samir, and Bhavna. Say hello to Neil and tell him we love him and we miss him.
Sure. Thank you, Wendy.
Ruben, you got any final thoughts?
Just that this has been a great show, and everyone does a great job, and we're so lucky to have you here and to have had you be part of our festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linish. Send more plays our way.
Absolutely.
I would love to do this play in a real theater one day. Right, Spencer? We talked about it. With a real bench in a real black box theater.
That would be something.
Yes. So, did you tell the folks about Friday's improv show?
Thank you for reminding me. This upcoming Friday, Theater on the Spectrum, we're putting on our monthly improv show here on Zoom. So please check that out. You can buy those tickets from our website as well. Is that up on Square?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, no, it's on Eventbrite.
It's on Eventbrite.
We don't have problems with one-off shows. It's
That's
when
fair.
we're trying to do a show that lasts for 2 or 3 days or a week or whatever, that they cut off buying tickets so that people who want to buy tickets at the last minute can't do it.
Yes, very frustrating. But that one is on Eventbrite, so check it out.
7:30, right?
That's right. It will be the last Friday of this this month at 7:30. So
The last Friday of every month, right?
yes, exactly. The last Friday of every month. Please come check it out.
All right. Well, that's our final commercial announcement. Let's give a great big thank you to everybody here and wave goodbye to our Facebook friends.
Bye, Facebook.